Hello and welcome to the CUFI Weekly. I'm your host, Kasim. So today I'm going to be talking about Ukraine and Israel. Now, honestly, this is a topic that I didn't think I'd have to talk about and really didn't want to ever have to discuss. Of course, you know about the invasion of Ukraine by Russia, which is currently ongoing. And how does Israel factor into that? Now, you may think that I'm going to be talking about all the incredible humanitarian work that Israel is doing, the field hospitals it's setting up, the aid it's sending, the bringing in Ukrainian Jewish refugees. But sadly, I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about this insidious attempt by anti-Israel activists to co-opt the suffering of the Ukrainian people for their own cause to demonize Israel. Since Russia invaded Ukraine, we have seen newspaper articles, we have seen cartoons, social media posts, and even comments in parliaments, like in Ireland's parliament, using the suffering of the people in Ukraine to co-opt that to attack Israel. Let me clarify a few things going forward, because this needs to be done and this needs to be said. Israel and its conflict with the Palestinian leadership is nothing and has nothing to do with what is happening to Ukraine with Russia's invasion. There are no parallels. These are not the same causes. And just to give you a little bit of depth here, people are equating Ukraine with the Palestinians. So essentially the argument is being made, while the world is standing in solidarity with Ukraine, with its people, in the face of this brutal invasion by Russia, why are people not doing that when Israel and the Palestinians clash? Why is this same solidarity? Why are people not boycotting Israel? Why is this same actions not being taken? And as I just said, because they're not the same thing. Ukraine is a sovereign state which was invaded by its larger, aggressive neighbor, Russia. Russia is essentially destroying the country. Valiant Ukrainians have fought back and have stalled the Russian advance as we speak. This has nothing to do with the Middle East. Ukraine was a country minding its own business. Ukraine was a country which was not seeking to eradicate Russia. It wasn't seeking to murder Russians. It wasn't seeking to wipe Russia and Russians off the map. Ukraine's leadership doesn't harbor any dreams of annihilating Russia. It was a country charting its own path for its own people. Sadly, when we look at the Middle East, the Palestinian leadership are looking to wipe Israel off the map. The Palestinian leadership have rejected Israel's very existence from day one. The Palestinian leadership are working with hostile states like Iran to bring weapons into the Middle East to murder Israeli civilians. The Palestinian leadership names schools, streets, monuments to what they call heroes. Heroes who are terrorists who have killed and murdered Israeli civilians. So no, these aren't the same. The Ukraine and the Palestinian leadership are not the same. The causes are not the same. And the fact that people in this moment, while Ukrainian civilians are being killed, while Ukrainian civilians have no idea what tomorrow will look like, while they're fleeing their homes in the face of this brutal invasion, the fact that people are using that cause and co-opting it to now make some sort of political point against Israel is absolutely disgusting. It tells you everything you need to know about their moral compass. But ultimately, for those who look to demonize Israel and the Jewish people, right or wrong has never mattered. Justice and injustice hasn't mattered. And if you want to see who are the countries supporting Putin and his military, it's the same people who are supporting the destruction of Israel. Iran are right there, naturally. I'm Kasim Hafiz for the CUFI Weekly. Until next week, for Zion's sake, do not remain silent. Thanks for checking out today's episode of CUFI Weekly. If you enjoyed this episode and want to stay up to date with the latest news from the Middle East along with topics involving US-Israel relations, please be sure to like and subscribe. And remember to click that notification button so that you are notified every time a new show is uploaded.